So now what do you mean by exactly that electric potential? So we know that the source for your electric field is the electric charge that is always started from your positive charge and terminates on this negative charge. So this one I can show with the help of this electric lines of force. If I place this any test charge, for example, this is the test charge Q naught. So this test charge will find that it experience some force and it will move away from this positive charge. So it is a kind of force of repulsion that he will experience and it will move away. So that is the force experienced by this test charge. Then if I am applying the force in opposite direction, that is against the direction of the force which is exerted by this electric field, so you have to do some work, and that work done will save in the form of potential energy. So definitely assume that this is the amount of work done that you have to do to bring the charge from infinity to the respective location, so that all the work done will save in the form of that potential. So which is nothing but your electric potential. So the same thing I defined. So potential, which you can say that it is a work done per unit charge. Now that charge you might moving from that infinity to the respective location. So that's why it is called as a W upon Q naught. That is also you can define in another terms, that is potential at a distance r, that is a K into Q source. This source which is going to produce the electric field, and this R, so let this is nothing but your Q source, and this is the point P which is at a distance R. So the potential due to this Q source is given as a K, that is your dielectric, that is we know that constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught KQ upon R, and we know the value of that K, which is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Now what is the unit for this, which is 1 volt, that is 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. So which you can say that if you want to move the point between, suppose for example A to B, between these 2 points, so definitely you have to do the work which is 1 joule to move the test charge which is Q naught from one point to the another point against the direction of electric field. Then that potential will be 1 volt. In another way you can say that the amount of work done is 1 joule when you are bringing the point from one that end, that is A, towards B. Then the potential between these 2 points is said to be 1 volt. So let this is the source charge which is plus Q, which is going to produce the electric field around it. Then this is Q naught. The magnitude of Q naught, it should be less as compared to this Q, because it should not affect the field that should be produced by this plus Q, and again it should not get accelerate also. So you have to make sure that you have to move it by just some external agent, so you have to do some work. So this charge with potential you can say. Now the potential at a certain point P with the source near its neighborhood, which is also given by the expression, that is a 1 upon Q test, and since you are moving the charge from infinity to the point P, basically we are saying that potential is work done per unit charge. Again we know that work done is nothing but the force into displacement upon Q. Since this force is nothing but your Q into E, or we know that electric field intensity is the force per unit charge. So F is equals to Q into E, you can write it down. but that is the force exerted by this electric field. To do the work, you have to apply the force which is exactly opposite to this. So that's why they are including this minus sign. So it goes from infinity to the respective location P. E bar dot dr bar, this QQ will get cancelled, and you will get again, after just doing the value of your E, that is a KQ upon R square, which is electric field due to that your point charge, into R cap dot dr bar. So just you have to simplify this expression. Now you can define in another terms the potential difference between these 2 points A and B. So you have to move the charge against the electric field which is produced by this plus Q. So V is equals to VB minus VA. That VA is the initial point, B is the final point. As you move towards the charge Q, you have to do more work. So VB minus VA, you can write it down as a work done to move the charge from A to B upon Q naught. So which is in general work done per unit charge. So this again set the final potential, which is nothing but 0 at infinity. Initial potential, you have to move from a certain distance, Vi is equals to V at a point R. So therefore the change in potential, you can write it down, that final minus initial. That potential you can write it down as a E bar dot ds bar from initial to final. So the direction for that E dot ds, which you can write down as a E cos theta into ds, since the angle is 0 and the initial and final location are from R to that is infinity. Putting this limits, you will get Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. So this is also we can calculate the electric potential due to this point charge. So which will give you now the value of potential. Finally at infinity the potential is 0. At a distance R you can say the potential is V. So which puts in this expression, which you will get from in R to infinity, taking the integration and putting the limits, you will get that minus of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. So this, the potential at a distance R is Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. The same thing you can see from this diagram also. This Q is there, which is going to produce the electric field around it, and you have to move the certain charge from infinity to this location or that at a distance R. So definitely you have to do some work against the field produced by this source charge, which is nothing but this small q, and that work done will save in the form of potential, and this potential is given, that is a Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. So the thing is that now a positive potential, that positive charge, you can say particle produces a positive electric potential, because so obviously this is Q and this test charge is Q naught. So this field exerts a force definitely, which is F is equals to Q into E, and the external agent has to do some work, then that work done will be the positive. So the work in this case has been done by that of your external agent, so that's why it will produces a positive electric potential. Again, a negative charge particle produces a negative electric potential. This is a negative charge and the source, that is a minus Q, and your test charge which is plus Q naught. Obviously it will get attracted towards it. So the work is done by that field itself. The external agent is not doing any work. So definitely this is the negative electric potential.